Hey everyone, so today we are going to be talking about the most talked about palette here on YouTube and probably on the face of this earth of 2017, and it is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. You all know, if you guys been with me right from the beginning, from the time I got this palette, you all know that this is like my holy grail of holy grail palettes. I absolutely love the Modern Renaissance palette. I was really on the fence about the Subculture palette because I'm after watching a lot of good reviews and then I'm after watching a lot of bad reviews. And I was like, you know what, Nicole, we are going to go online, we are going to order it, test it out, see how it goes. Hopefully, I'm praying to the makeup gods that it will go well. I'm going to be using everything that I use to create a eye look on a daily basis, all my go-to products that I absolutely love, so nothing's going to be changed up at all. So let's pray that this baby is going to work. I haven't touched it, haven't swatched it, haven't done nothing with it yet. So let's jump right into this video. So now I'm going to go in with the Smashbox, the Photo Finish Lid Primer in the shade Light. I love this primer. It's like so pretty. So now that my lid is all primed, I went ahead with the Sephora collection tape. You all know I love this stuff. It just creates a real nice angle when you're doing eyeshadow looks. I'm just going to do the one eye first just to see how it comes out. So the first shade I'm going to go in with is Dawn, and I'm just going to dip my brush, and just to show you guys, I'm sure that you guys are after seeing, I don't even know if you guys could see the little indent, but I just slightly tapped my brush into it. I didn't really go heavy-handed, so I'm just going to just really apply this all over my lid. So there we go, there is Dawn applied. I really like the shade, there's no fallout. Really nice and pigmented so far. So now I'm going to go in and I really want to try the shade Roxy, which is right here. And I am going to go in with my Marc Jacobs, the Crease brush, and I'm just going to slightly dip in here. So it's, as you can tell, really pigmented on the brush. I don't want to take too much product up. I just want to kind of build it up, and I'm going to apply this to my crease and just work it in there. Now I'm going to go back in again with Roxy, and I'm just going to build it up. And now with the just e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. I absolutely love this brush, and I think I'm going to go in with the shade Edge. So it's that beautiful mustard shade right there, and I'm just going to pat it. There we go. I just did two little dabs, and I'm just going to apply this to my lid. Okay, that's really nice and like mustardy kind of color. I'm going to go back in and reapply just to build it up so it could be a bit more pigmented. So now I'm going to go in with the shade All Star with my Marc Jacobs crease brush because I just want to darken it up a little tiny bit. So 1, 2 little tiny dips. As you can see on the brush, really pigmented on the brush. So I'm just going to work this into my crease. And just to let you know, I am using a really soft hand with this palette. I'm not really pressing really hard. So far, so good. I think I'm going to have to go in with the shade Edge again just to make it more brighter, just to make it like pop a little bit more. So now I'm going to go ahead and take the shade All Star once again, and I'm just going to apply that right there. And I'm also going to go in now with the Anastasia brush because I absolutely love the brushes that come in the palette. So I'm just going to blend the shade All Star and Edge together just to kind of make it blend together. So now I'm going to go in with the shade Cube, and I'm just going to put that into the inner corner of my eye. And just to let you guys know, as I'm cleaning my brushes, I am using the Sephora Color Switch, which I absolutely love this. So you just take your brush and you swirl it around and it cleans your brush, which is awesome. So I'm going to go in with the shade Cube, and I'm just going to tap that on, oops, there we go, tap that on my brush, or dip it on my brush, and I'm just going to apply that to the inner corner of my eye. Kind of work that in to the look. So there we go. So I'm going to remove the tape now, and just to see how well it blended at the ends. So there we go. Don't know how I'm feeling about it, but I will blend this all out just to make it look a little bit more put together. Okay, I'm going to scrap this eye. We're going to go over to this eye. I'm going to just use different colors from the palette to see what could happen. I'm not even going to use the tape this time. I'm just going to not even use it. So I'm going to go in with the shade of Dawn once again, and I'm going to apply this all over my lid with the brush that came in the palette this time, just to see if this makes any difference whatsoever. I really wanted to do a nice fall look with this palette. Okay, so there's the shade Dawn, which I love. Really got no issues with it. A little bit of fallout when you're dipping it into the palette here, right here, but it's not like over excessive. So I'm going to go in with a clean brush. I'm going to go in with the Marc Jacobs brush once again, the crease brush, and I'm going to take the shade All Star, and I'm just going to work it in really slightly, like very little product this time, and I'm just going to apply that to my crease line, and I'm just going to really work that in really slightly. Okay, that seems to be a little bit better. I think maybe the tape just kind of made it funny. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm just going to go back in again, and I'm just going to build that color up, the shade All Star. I'm just going to work that in really slight. Okay, that seems to be a bit better. I'm happy with that. I don't even think I want to touch it up anymore because I'm afraid. Just gonna slightly just work it in here. Okay, now I'm happy with that. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with the shade Edge, and of course with my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. I'm just going to pack this on my lid. Okay, so that is better. I really think what happened with this eye here is that when I had the tape, then just to try to blend the edges, it wasn't really blending really nice. So I just really think that that really kind of screwed it up. So I'm really happy with this so far. I'm just going to take my crease brush and just kind of softly just blend my inner part of my eye. Okay. And I'm going to take the shade Roxy, and I'm going to go back in with the Marc Jacobs crease brush, and I just tapped it in because I really want to bring that color into the crease. Now I'm going to take the shade Cube, and I'm just going to put that into my inner corner of my eye with the Sephora Precision Smudge Brush. Sephora Precision Smudge Brush, and I'm just going to apply it. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Access because I'm really curious about this shade. I'm going to take the smudge brush once again, and I'm just going to dip into it once. And I want to bring this into my lower lash line. Kind of bring it up like a wing almost. I really love that shade. That is super, super pretty. Really, really happy with that shade. Now I'm just going to take the Anastasia brush, and I'm just going to take that shade Access, and I'm just going to like blend it in really soft. So I'm going to go ahead now and fix up this eye because it's a total freaking mess. Like, absolutely messed up. I honestly think that when I put that tape on to try to make that beautiful line, it's just not going to work because you really need to blend the colors out afterwards. So the tape, no, just don't go there because it's just, yeah, total mess, total mess. So I'm going to go in with the Violet Voss Lashes in Black Magic, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply my liner by Pretty Vulgar. Then I will be back with the final look to let you guys really know what I honestly think of the Subculture palette. So there we go. I went ahead, applied my foundation, contour, blush, all that good stuff, and my lashes and my liner. And I went ahead with the Jeffree Star Androgyny liquid lipstick. So love this. I feel like it really pulls the whole look together. Now I will have to say, when I was going in with the Pretty Vulgar liner, that I did find it kind of faded towards the end. I don't know what was going on with that. I've never had an issue with that liner before. I don't know if it was because of this shadow, but I had to go in and reapply it 2 times. And then what I did was I took the shade Access and I just went over it to kind of really give it that beautiful dark kind of vampy look. But all in all, I'm really feeling this kind of fall look. Now I'm going to go ahead and swatch the palettes for you guys and let you know what I honestly think of this palette. Do I like it? I mean, I love the look I created. There's some pros and some cons to the palette. I am going to say that. So let's jump right into the swatches. So you could see indentations of the shades that I used throughout this palette. Of course, there's going to be indentations, but as you could see the shade Dawn, you could see all the Access fallout that just went right on top of the other shadow, and that was just like really, I wasn't even applying a heavy hand when I was dipping into this palette. I was just going like this. I'll just show you guys, like 1, 2, just really slight. So I wasn't even applying a lot of pressure to it. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and just swatch them. Just one little finger swatch. Hopefully you guys could see the shade Cube because it's almost like that really kind of iridescent shade. That's kind of holographic. I mean, when I swatch on my finger, it's nice, but it's really not showing up on my skin here on camera. So there we go. There are swatches from the palette. I have to say they're beautiful swatches, really gorgeous. They are really pigmented. The shade Electric is really not showing up on my skin, as you could tell. it's not showing up at all. Same with Cube, but Cube does show up on the inner part of my eyes. Other than that, all the shades swatched really beautiful. So all in all, what do I think of the Anastasia Subculture palette? I personally love it. I really think that this is a palette that you really need to take your time with to build up the colors, to really work with it, just to use a soft hand. But realistically, when I use any other shadows, I actually use a soft hand. I really don't go in heavy-handed with any colors. I just dip in and just pick up a little bit and just build it up. So I really love the shades in this. I really love the look that I created. Now I will have to say this, that I just don't think that you should use any Sephora collection tape or any shadow shields, because when you pull it off and you try to blend that color out, it just became a real big mess. And I mean, I use this stuff all the time with other palettes. I've never experienced that problem before, but with this palette, it just needs to be by itself, let's just say. I did experience a little bit of fallout with the shade Dawn, and it did go on to Electric. And when I showed you the swatches, Cube and Electric really didn't show up on my skin when I was swatching it, but for Cube, it really did pop in the inner corner of my eye, which I really, really liked. Also, I think that if you are new into eyeshadow, new into makeup, I really don't recommend this palette at all if you are a beginner, just for the simple fact because you really have to build that color up, you really have to blend it. You really got to get that like technique where you find a happy medium that it's working right for you. But I will have to say that the Modern Renaissance palette I definitely recommend if you are new into makeup, just for the simple fact because this palette blends so gorgeous. Like, I have no issues with this palette whatsoever. I absolutely love it. Like I said at the beginning of this video, it's my Holy Grail palette. So these blend really, really nice. So if you are new, definitely recommend this. As for the brush is absolutely beautiful. I'm here looking around for it. I don't even know what I did with it, but the brushes in these palettes definitely keep because they are beautiful brushes. So all in all, this is the look that I created with the Subculture palette. I like it. If you guys have this palette, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of it, if you really like the colors, if you're feeling it, or if the Modern Renaissance will be your Holy Grail palette, because this will be my Holy Grail palette forever. Will this be my Holy Grail palette? No, I love it, but nothing can't beat this palette. So far, nothing can't beat this palette. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You can find me on Instagram at Nicole Chantell 32 and on Snapchat at NCP 34. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!